Bglc is in a strong bearish trend. Its 200-day moving average is sloping bearishly lower. That is on its daily chart. But with this gain of 359%, there's a good chance that it may have turned bullish. It may have turned bullish. So as things stand right now, for some of us who may be tempted to buy this is not the best time to buy the stock. Just let it pull back and consolidate and come back to decent levels. Let this volatility contract very well before you start considering buying it. So do not be, if you're tempted to do so, just know that this is not the best time to buy the stock. Indeed, the stock could still advance and go ahead and even print beyond this intraday high of $23.13, but it's still going to come back. This is without any doubt, this is a clinical stage biotech company. They probably have announced some positive news, and this is how it happens. So this is not, as things stand right now with this volatility expansion that has occurred right now. Just be really careful, especially if you want to buy this. I mean, I'm saying this because we have had people commenting that they bought a stock when it was high, and then all of a sudden it collapsed. So I know a lot of us know that they don't have to buy this, but there are some of us who don't know, who are tempted to buy this, buy stocks like this at this very hot state of theirs. So yeah, intraday high 23.13. It has pulled up from such levels. It's also, as things stand right now, it is also an upper projection, but you can't rely on that. Upper projections we have also seen even reached. Yeah, it is currently an upper projection, but it doesn't mean that you should buy it. So this is what I'm talking about. This is it's a 4-hour chart. We have seen this sort of thing happen as of the 30th of May. It went from 2.94 to 4.7. It may have been high. It may have been higher. So that was a 100% spike, and then after that, it's collapsed and contracted. You can see. So this contractions happen with the stock. It does spike sometimes, and it will just have one case of that. So there's a good chance this is also what's going to happen. Short sellers will be. They are the ones who will come and start selling this stock short because they know it's going to pull back. Even the algos are saying that by the close of today's trading session, it would start to give up the gains it has just run up in this pre-market session. You know, um, let's look at the 3-hour chart. Okay, before that, let's have a look at the daily chart. You see the underlying trend is strongly bearish, but with this spike, things would change. Yeah, it would definitely change the profile to definitely go slightly to get biased to the bullish side with this huge gain. But this is the pre-market session. The market hasn't opened, so it's not indicating anything on this daily chart. So lower prices. I mean, a pullback is imminent. Is likely to happen. Based on what this is natural. Naturally. This is also what we have here on the 3-hour chart. It's indicating that yeah, here it's saying by 10 a.m. Eastern US time. That's when the weakness will begin to set in on the stock. Yeah, we see that a lot. When the market opens, the short stocks begin to give up their gains. Here we have a downward projection of 3.17 on this 3-hour chart. So all of them are indicating lower prices, projecting that weakness will, or rather extrapolating lower prices in the coming hours. This is the 1 minute chart. We had highs going all the projections, all the upper projections going all the way towards 38.12. This was way, way, way hours ago, several hours ago. This is Eastern US time, a couple of hours ago. Yeah. Um, 20.90, 29.94, 34.99, 38.12. Maybe in future they may come up again, but for now, no. For now, no. And just as I pointed out, There are cases where we see stocks expanding ex- expanding with a lot of volatility, and they still continue to do so and continue to do so and even remain persistent for weeks, and there are no fundamentals to back them. But you can never guarantee that that will be the case with the stock, and there's really no reason to rely on that or expect to see that. Such stocks are obviously pumped. They are pumped, and people's in dark pools and um, Discord servers, they're pumping the stock, and yeah, it happens, yeah, and but you can't rely that this is what's going to happen to this. So it's up to you if you're ambitious enough to give this a try. It's all up to you. So down projections, we could still rely on the on the market grid to give us an indication of pullbacks that is likely to occur. Let's see now the levels that it's likely to pull back to. Let's see. Well, meanwhile, we haven't really found any news behind this. News hasn't filtered through yet. Okay, let's see what the market grid is saying. Has it even expanded? It seems it has expanded, to be honest. Okay, we have. Okay, so I was expecting to see something saying lower prices, or I was expecting to see the stock trading outside of its market grid. Market grid just a channel, a range of prices, but you can see that it has actually expanded to accommodate expect higher prices. But still, I wouldn't encourage anybody to buy, even though that the algos are expecting the market grid. The algos behind this market grid are expecting higher prices to print. It has opened up in case higher prices continue to print. So you can see the maximum value here is 19.31, below that 17.79, below that 16.09. The stock is currently at 14.38, just just right on its okay, it's just moved up now, moving further up into the resistance zone. Yeah, so okay, well, down the base of the market grid is 6.41. Usually at this sort of level, sometimes it can signify an opportunity to buy again, but I really can't say confidently that will be the case if it goes in such levels. But the thing about some of these about this grid is that if it continues to advance, it can indicate that high prices may indeed well print, but it's also an indication that maybe lower price you should start getting ready to exit. You should start getting ready to start getting ready to exit. Especially if you're already there already. You should be exiting. Okay, but indeed, high prices may well continue to print. But at the same time, at some point it's going to pull back. Surely it will pull back, and trust me, it has already run up a huge amount of gains already in one session. That is 372%. That's a lot. There's you really can't justify buying more at this sort of level or jumping in at this sort of level. So we have here the price pressure momentum of its 10-period moving average is seriously bullish. Seriously bullish. The probability that the price will remain above its 10-period moving average on this 4-hour chart is very high. But things can also change really fast. Okay, before the market closes today. Okay, well, maybe not. It may not come close. It may not drop below it, but it will. There's a good chance it may pull back towards it. So we have seen projections going by this projections. We could just tally them up and then add them up to the ones we saw on the 1 minute chart, Bglc. So we just add up these ones. We have okay. Well, let's begin with let's 6.41, 7.93, 9.63, 11.34, 14.38, and that's 16.09, 17.79, 19.31. Let's look at the 1 minute chart and pick up those projections there. Those projections are not in play at the moment. They were in play earlier on. Let's see what we have. Yeah, we have 20.90, 29.94, very diverse range, 29.94, 34.99, and then 38.12. Yeah, so see what you make of BGLC. And if you didn't know, this is not a good time to start buying the stock. Okay, so this is just for those, because like I mentioned, we've had people, saying that they bought the stock when it was showing a lot of strength. So this is just to make it drive home the point that it's not the best time to buy the stock. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this video.